Namo Buddha Shakyamunaye Tamke Tukji Shakje Riksu Chung Yenji Midu Duje Bungjamba Serje Lumbo Dabur Jibegu Shakji Jalbe Shavla Chansalo Dacha ki tamba nyame tupe wambe shabje dur tmame bala gowe rabdu dede gosum kupachembe chansar sing japsu chiwo dado semjien tamchiji ju chinje labar zedu sol on this most auspicious occasion for all the Buddhists, particularly, and all the humanity at large. The Prince Siddhartha attained Buddhahood and became known as Buddha Shakyamuni 2566 years ago under the Bodhi tree. And he was also born and attained enlightenment in this particular day, therefore I share my greatest respect, joy, and veneration with entire humanity. Today, Buddhists in Indonesia celebrating this day, and it is the Visak day. I am called on to share few of Lord Buddha's essential teachings with my capacity, within my capacity, which is requested by Indonesian Buddhist organization and the chairwoman Hatati Murdaya has written to me. I do my best to fulfill this pure, sacred aspiration. Before beginning, I wanted to share with you past couple of years, humanity is tormented by terrible pandemic, and with the effort of every person, every medical authorities, and every leadership, every religious organizations and institutions, including individual community members. Finally, we are almost free from this particular human suffering. Still, there is many people, in some places more, some places less, are affected physically but overcoming gradually. As Buddha taught us, samsara is suffering. And if we have will to overcome our suffering, we should overcome the cause and condition of our suffering. So, through all the measures, preventive measures, and vaccination, etc., now we see the result after almost 3 years. This is good news for humanity. Now at the same time, as Lord Buddha taught us, the samsara is full of suffering. Now, in Europe, our human brothers and sisters fighting with each other, and this particular military battle, war, whatever you call it, went on for so many weeks. In between enormous nation of Russia and Ukraine. We, all the Buddhists, should wholeheartedly pray that they all will overcome their conflict, whatever the cause and conditions of this conflict. May they all be cleared so that everyone of that place can remain, can live in peace and harmony. Today is the sacred Visak day. For all the Buddhist brothers and sisters world over and Indonesia, we should always remind ourselves the three aspects of Lord Buddha's teaching. First, Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths. Truth of suffering. The suffering does not just appear by itself. It appears as result of its cause and condition. That is truth of the cause of the suffering. And truth of the cessation of the suffering. We can overcome our shortcomings, our grievances by, number one, overcoming the ego, the self-clinging, I, the importance of the I. The I actually is totally interdependent manifestation with everyone else. And once we recognize this, then the greed never satisfiable. This greed, as a result of this greed, then we suffer. And out of this, then aggression, aversion comes. Because when we don't get what we want, then we become frustrated, and anyone and anything that causes the suffering to us, then the aversion manifests. And when greed, the attachment, the aversion, the anger, which manifest out of self, which is manifesting as an ego, then so many other things, such as jealousy, pride, ego pride, misunderstanding, so many things develop. So Buddha describes this as the cause and conditions of suffering. And once we overcome anger, jealousy, greed, the selfishness, then we overcome the suffering. Most of the time, not at once, but gradually. For this, when we are totally free of all of this defilement ignorance, greed, hatred, then it is described as truth of cessation, the nirvana. The fourth noble truth is the path towards this. Because we have to, first of all, develop calmness and clearness. When we become calm, we become clear. When we become clear, we see the source of all the suffering, all the difficulties, all the shortcomings, the suffering of samsara. And for this reason, the clarity is extremely important. For that, Buddha taught us meditation, contemplation, shamatha, vipassana, etc. Now, the second aspect of Lord Buddha's teaching is love, compassion, wisdom, kindness. This is based on a very basic thing. Entire human being, 8 billion human beings on this earth, and all the living creatures beside human being, there is no one who likes to suffer. There is no one who don't want to be happy. That is the base of compassion, love, kindness. We should be kind to others same way we will be kind to ourselves. Compassionate, loving, caring, respectful. This is very difficult if one don't cultivate the genuine love, unconditional love. And how do you cultivate unconditional love? We technically look at the human being or animal mothers. The mother's love is unconditional. Regardless of any kind of hardship, mother will take without second thought for the sake of its helpless child. Example with ourselves. When we were born, we were so small and helpless. If mother did not give us milk, we will not last more than a day or two, the most. We survived because of the mother's love. The same way, love of our father, love of our mother, love of everyone around us, which make us a good person. A person who is loved and cared will grow as a caring and kind and happy and helpful person, positive person. For this, compassion is essential. Now, far as the detailed methods are concerned, generosity, ethics, diligence, patience, wisdom, and above all, stable mind. One should have calm, stable, mature mind which is not influenced by emotions. Of course, we human beings are very emotional creature, but more we are influenced by our emotion, less our true ability become. Our true ability for harmony, peace, love, and positiveness. So this way, the wisdom is born. Wisdom is born out of knowledge, of course. Knowledge out of experience, of course, and information. So knowledge should turn to wisdom when you have the basic humanity in you, such as love and compassion. Then every knowledge, every power and ability that you have can transform and born as wisdom. Wisdom is to see the past, see the present, see the future interconnected, and see it clearly. And then finally, the third aspect of the teaching of Lord Buddha, that is the ultimate goodness, perfectness of everyone and everything. The whole universe is naturally, ultimately perfect. All sentient beings are naturally, ultimately perfect. There's nothing we have to do. But relatively, there's imperfection. For example, each one of us have our own greed, our own hatred, our own jealousy, our own ego. So many of these. The many words describes this as a karma, relative truth, interdependent manifestation, illusion, etc. But it is a pragmatic reality. And this pragmatic reality is reality, yes, but it is not ultimate. No matter how big a problem that you have or I have, which we think, which makes us not perfect, then if you, I, anybody, calm down, sit down, not necessarily for months and years, even weeks, but at least for a few hours, and calm down, then physically calm, emotionally calm, mentally calm, neurologically calm, then we see very clearly all of these things which we think is enormous difficulty is after all not that solid. I give an example. We have 4 seasons, and summer warm, winter cold. In between there is rainy season and also season in which so many things bloom. Now, if we truly see all these 4 seasons with calm mind, it is beautiful. But if we become neurotic because we don't see the whole thing, then summer is too hot, terrible. Winter is too cold, terrible. Rainy season is so inconvenient, flood everywhere. And when everything blooms, there's so much allergy coming from it. So everything, you can see the problem aspect. So let us able to see all aspects of our life, just like we see our 4 seasons on this beautiful planet Earth. The land, the ocean, the glaciers, the islands and deserts, everything make this world so beautiful. So we 8 billion human beings can live here harmoniously and can be productive with everything that we have got. So I sincerely, once again, pray to Lord Buddha. May His blessing, although it is always there, but it will manifest in our heart and overcome our ignorance, aggression, greed, jealousy, and ego pride. And I wish all the great masters throughout the world, and especially in Indonesia, the Buddhist masters, very auspicious Visak Day. And for all the brothers and sisters in the Dharma throughout the world and in Indonesia, I wish a very auspicious Visak Day. May Buddha bless you all. May Buddha bless all humanity, all sentient beings. May harmony manifest in the hearts of everyone. May this beautiful planet Earth will remain beautiful for so many generations. May the environment be pristine for so many generations, and may every aspect of humanity, the race, nationality, religion, culture, may everything function in perfect harmony. I am praying this from Holy Land of India, where Buddha Shakyamuni attained enlightenment and taught Dharma and passed into paranirvana. This is the land of the Buddha. From the foothills of Himalaya, from the Palpung Shrubling monastic seat, the Mount of Excellence, the non-sectarian Dharma abode. I am sincerely wishing you all very profound, holy, sacred Visak 2022, and it is Visak year 2566. May Buddha bless you all.